Hey, have you ever wondered what our society would be like if there was more consciousness around, more positivity being displayed on social media and on the airwaves? Well, join me, Hassan Professor Robinson, every Monday on Dominica's broadcasting station between the hours of 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. on a brand new program called Streams of Consciousness, where we seek to raise the level of consciousness one conversation at a time. So, tell a friend to tell a friend that consciousness is back on the airwaves. And remember, stay positive, stay conscious, stay tuned. Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. The time is now 8:05 p.m. And as usual around this time, we have another wonderful episode of Streams of Consciousness coming your way. Tonight's guest is going to be one of very interesting, of course, demographic. We have Fuego DeNero, who is an artist, an entrepreneur, youth advocate, coach, and much more. Tonight we'll be speaking on open-mindedness, street smarts versus book smarts, and the importance of not judging a book by its cover, amongst many other things. So we're going to let the music play out, fade out a bit, then we're going to have our introductory segment, and then we're going to get straight into the program. Again, this is Streams of Consciousness. Tell a friend to tell a friend that consciousness is back in the airwaves. And you can also see us live on Facebook, Dominica's broadcasting station. Feel free to like and share. And after the program, you can feel free to watch it again. Again, Streams of Consciousness. We're going to get it started. So the breakdown of the program, of course, we're going to have our guest, as I said, Mr. Fuego DeNero, artist, entrepreneur, youth advocate, coach, much more. Last week we had Miss Shauna Johnson, who is a poet, an artist, an entrepreneur, as well as a consciousness advocate. This segment will be speaking on open-mindedness, street smarts versus book smarts, the importance of approaching life through non-judgmental eyes, and we'll have a musical segment where we chill, have some music playing, which will be Mr. DeNero's music, and a 30-second meditation session. Then we're just going to go deeper into the conversation. So if the introductory segment is done, we're going to allow our guest to introduce himself, saying good evening to Mr. DeNero.
Good evening. I'm Fuego DeNero from Grand Bay. You already know what it is. Basketball coach, athlete,
just name it.
And musician. I do my thing. But I'm here to talk about something different tonight, Yeah.
For sure. Of course, for people who are wondering, who are you? How did you get into this? Just let the people know who you are and what you bring into the table tonight.
Well, I'm a Dominican artist, I guess, right? And I know how I signed from basketball, same vibes, and we still have some deep conversations. So the consciousness always been there, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I end up here, because I'm an artist.
Indeed. All right. So I know usually artists don't like to share the government name.
Go ahead with that, man.
So we're gonna call you King DeNero, Fuego DeNero. So how did that name Fuego DeNero stick or come about?
As an artist, you can't use your government, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, especially nowadays, they got so much people doing fraud and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of, you try to get away from your government name. But you know that name came about like it's a long story. Like, but to make the long story short, like I was looking for a different name, and that just like me and my boys was like, you burn money fast. So, you know, Fuego DeNero, the money burning faster kind of way. So that's how that happened.
All right. Nice. So you an artist. What type of music do you play? What is your genre of music? Are you, yeah.
I'm a hip hop artist, right? But I could touch anything, you know, anything. Although I got like a dance hall kind of vibe coming out with DJ Flip on DJ Flip. New rhythm he got coming out. You know, I got yeah.
All right.
So like, you know, I didn't try bouillon, and I do a lot of hip hop. Hip hop is my thing though. Yeah.
All right. So when we hear the topic of consciousness, right? We hear consciousness, and we tend to think, you know, it's Namaste Rastafari. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here on the program with me, to be honest with you, to help break the taboo as to who can speak about consciousness and what consciousness is. So what does consciousness mean to you, and how does it apply to your life?
Consciousness is basically like a state of mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you aware of what's going on. Right. That's what basically, you know what I mean? That's where they really come from, the consciousness of knowing. You know what I'm saying? You know things, you know, instead of like saying, I believe, I know then.
Right.
You understand? Yeah.
All right. So to be self-conscious is to know thyself, basically.
That's right.
All right. So if you were to give yourself in one sentence, I am Fuego DeNero and I am conscious, how would you state that?
I'm saying, like, just like it's just like in everything I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to be, I try to know it, then I try to be number one in it. You know, that's like, you know, for you to be number one in it, you got to put in that work. So you got to be conscious, and you got to be like motivated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that kind of way.
All right. So yeah, I like the fact that you had that motivational energy, and I've seen you on the basketball court for sure. Yeah, I see how you deal with the youth. I see how you inspire others. Of course, you motivate me to be the best version of myself on the court, for real. And I see your basketball team. Let's talk about your basketball coaching venture, and what are some of the messages you try to give to the youth? Well,
this is my first time trying this. You know what I'm saying? It's my first time doing it. So it's like a learning experience as I'm going. You know what I'm saying? We did okay in the league. I had a couple players that, you know, that never even played under the referee before. You know, and we still came in. We won a couple games, but we lost the 2 games in the playoffs due to I wasn't here. I had to go to Guadeloupe and whatever. But it's okay. It was a learning experience. It's a learning experience, and I like that vibe, man, because like, you know, I like to help out the youths and try to big up a different vibe instead of the children like go astray or do, you know, they can be in basketball. Like we train for like 3 hours.
Right.
You know, instead of you out in the street doing something else, you can be in basketball training for 3 hours, and that make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. That's what I'm about.
Indeed.
People say I was doing this to try to get fame, but I'm checking, like, if I want fame, I can just make a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Speaking about feel good and making people feel, you know, the best versions of themselves, let us know what's going on with your music now, and what are some of the projects you have coming on. And I see you gave me a song here. It's called She On Go.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let the music play. And you're going to give me the history behind that and what's the message behind that. So this is Dominica's Fuego DeNero, one of his latest tracks that's come out. Let's let this one rock a little bit.
You that Nick, baby.
The We Said.
And that's the boy Akil from Loda.
Akil from Loda.
Summer track for the ladies, you know. Another aspect of Fuego.
Shorty a baddie, she like a lot of money. Might see her in the streets and say shorty be acting funny, but that's that confidence you fuck with a rich paper chaser. Little mama
them diamond rings.
And she a hustler,
Ain't gotta let that.
She ain't never on no host. Lil' mama on that dope.
If you know, you know. Shorty, she don't go.
Shorty got that money now. She could buy that Gucci, she could buy that Louis. All she do is rest.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Yeah, summer vibes, you know what I'm saying? We trying to rock it for the summer. I got an EP coming out. I got a lot of tracks working on, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been sleeping for a while, you know, I'm letting everybody eat. Right now it's my turn to eat.
All right. And that's what you're cooking up.
Yeah.
Chicks like Kardashian, Khadijah,
I get him a little DMX.
Tamika, Trina, Lakeisha, chicks like Mickey, Pinky, Kiki, Mimi, Tara, Laura, Michaela.
Yeah, I didn't know all of them for real, you know, knowing you.
And they can never stop 'cause they
I'm telling you.
It is what it is. Shorty get money, she get it in. She like queen of the south, she bout that bitch.
Shorty got that money now. She could buy that.
Shout out to all the independent women one time.
Yeah, shout out all them independent women, yo, doing their thing. You know, them flossers and them big money girls, you know, do your thing. Summertime, do your thing. And let's ride, let's vibe. She don't go.
And she ain't never with the drama.
Big up my boy the Wizard though, one time. That's my engineer, you know.
Kiki, Mimi, Tara.
All right, big up Wizard one time, of course. Working hard behind the scenes.
That's that rhythm from DJ Flip.
Yeah, that one going hard though.
Son, yo, I ain't even play with that one either. I ain't even play with that one. I'm telling you, our song. I really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna let this one rock in the background in the meantime. The time is now 8:16 p.m. So we just got a bit of a flavor of the type of vibes that you bring into the table. You know, that good vibe, feel good,
Yeah,
confident
man,
about yourself.
conscious vibe, you know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions now. Not trying to get too deep or whatnot, but I know you're very deep, man. We've had some very
Let's go.
All right. So we understand what consciousness means from your perspective. Of course, knowing, being yourself, and being confident and bold enough to be yourself. So, what are some of the obstacles that you've had to overcome to maintain that confidence? Because sometimes people tend to mistake your confidence for arrogance or egotism. How do you maintain that level of confidence, and how do you inspire others to do the same?
Yo, man, people gonna always judge, you know what I'm saying? But the judge is up there, you know? But at the same time, man, you just gotta be you, you know what I'm saying? You can't judge me for being me. I can't judge you for being you. You understand? Like, I keep a confidence of, I love to do what I do, and you gotta love what you do. You gotta love to do what you do. So therefore, why judge me? We all here to live for our purpose. We all have our purpose here. You know what I'm saying? If the police ain't got people to pick up on the road, they ain't got no job. So therefore, everybody got a job. You have your job, I have my job. Do your thing, you know?
Yeah. So how do you then find out what your purpose is, though? Some people walk around this earth not knowing what their purpose is, though.
Yo, man, I don't even know, man, because, you know, it have a lot of people, like, on earth. Like, they so smart. You know what I'm saying? And they live in, like, a place where they can't use their smartness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But God gave you everybody their talent. You know, God gave everybody their you know, inspiration.
Yeah.
So what God send your way is, that's what you gotta try to, you know, lean towards. That's how you know what your purpose is. Like, I can't tell you what your purpose is. You know, it's like if you pick up a basketball and you feel like, boy, I want to go to the NBA. Yeah. Your purpose is you want to go to the NBA, so you got to work towards that. You know, so when you say, well, my purpose is I want to be a musician, I got to work towards that. I got to keep myself always relevant, always on the internet, doing all kind of things to try to keep myself, you know what I'm saying, try to go towards what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So I can't choose what you know, or whatever. You got to go towards what you feeling. Your feeling is what your mission is. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a gas station owner, you got to work towards that. So that's it's all on you.
Okay, so is that the approach you use when you put pen to the paper, or do you even write, though? Are you one of those freestylers?
No more, man.
Okay, talk to me about
I ain't wrote in a while, man. It's been a while. I don't know. I be in the studio with Wizard and we just cook. we'd just add lentils, add a little saison, cube, you know, and cook a thing. You know what I mean? And them things be cooking and be fire. And, yo, stop playing.
All right. So I was digging in the archives and I looked up some of your songs. Of course, to those of you listening, of course, the topic of discussion is street smarts versus book smarts and looking at life through non-judgmental eyes and just the importance of, you know, just embracing who you are. And this is one of the songs that caught my attention. It says, Thugs Cry, Fuego DeNero.
Yeah, me and Ras D.
Ras D on this one time. So I'm going to let this one rock. You're going to give me the background behind that song and what it was like working on that tune.
Journey, done the journey, gone. The journey, gone, the journey, gone.
Southside, down on the south side, ride or die shit, nigga. I wonder do them doors cry. Free all my niggas in the pen, nigga.
Big up Ras D one time, man. That, right?
You can catch a video on YouTube one time.
Yeah.
No guts, no glory. The life I live be like a story. So much rumors and allegations, they say all type shit about me. They say who I dissing, they say who I that. Got me paranoid on my piece of cues, rolling with my gas, nigga. Yeah, but mama told me don't worry, keep your head up, son, and don't you trust in nobody. The journey's just begun. Headed for the top, they wanna see you on your face now. All you gotta do is back your heat and say a prayer. Headed for the top, they wanna see you on your face now. All you gotta do is back your heat and say a prayer now.
That's catchy, no. Yo, that's catchy.
Down on the south side.
That's another one, like in the studio with Wizard, and we was by me, and we were listening to some beats, and that just happened, like it just happened, and that night we recorded it. That's yo, man. That's how that be happening. It just be happening, like, you know. Trust me, man. If it was on fire like we supposed to be on fire, boy, touching this thing, man. But you know, like when you in a place that the music ain't what you really pushing, it's hard. You gotta have a lot of consciousness to continue to do hip hop music in Dominica on real.
Yeah, but to your defense, to add to what you're saying, King, honestly, I don't know one person who listens to music and does not have hip hop in the playlist. You know, I think we have an open-mindedness to music on a whole.
Yeah.
And to limit Dominica's music to just being booyah or calypso or kadas, not taking away from those genres, because we just had some amazing interviews with some of the Dominican legends. And of course, you know, Mondays in DBS, Dominica Broadcasting Station, is dedicated to local.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just dedicated to one local genre. And I'm feeling the music, and a lot of people who feel hip-hop music, trap music, Afro beats, all of that stuff, man. I think, yeah, of course, we have to promote our Dominican kings and queens, regardless of the genre that they push, because you have that vibe, you bring that energy, you know what I mean? So, definitely.
Yeah, but you know, I don't take nothing from nobody. Everybody on their hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on their hustle. Big up all them, man, they're trying to eat. Big up all those guys that doing their music and hitting hard. Kenny G, you know, Nice, all these guys, they hitting hard. Yeah. Big up on them, big up. You know what I'm saying? But I want some of that. I need some of that. You know what I'm saying? I need that, man.
Yeah. So definitely, I think that's one of the things I want to push here on this platform. You know, the consciousness is not limited to just one type of discussion, one type of people. And I think you're very direct and articulate in the way that you put it forward, and you got an energy with you, and I can resonate with that heavily, King. There's another song of yours. I try my best to get as clean as possible. This one is They Turn Their Backs, and that one I resonated with that heavy, you know, because a lot of people claim to be family. I feel like families, people will treat you like family, and the same way with friends. So this one is called They Turn Their Backs. I want you to give me a little bit of a history on that one as well.
Damn, Savior, you good.
You know, fake friends, dudes acting like they your homies, and They really ain't. You know what I'm saying? It have a lot of that of like everybody going through that. It's not like a Fuego thing. This is a everybody thing. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody goes through this fake people thing. You know, when you got little issues between you and your friends and they turn their backs on you for like little nonsense. You was never my friend if you can turn your back on me just like that. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to go through the dirt as friends. You know what I'm saying? Friends supposed to go through the dirt together, man. We supposed to be able to, you know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to fall out about
Petty things.
Petty things, man. Like, come on, man. I ain't built like that. I don't cut from them kind of cloths. I'm cut from a real cloth, bro. If you my homie, you my homie. But when I see you fake, I'm gonna speak my mind, and that's how I be. And I lose friends like that because they don't realize that you have to be real. They think you have to sing, like you have to play a role. You don't have to play no role. You got to be real. You got to be real. This is a real life we live in. We ain't playing. This is not a joke. We ain't got no roles. We ain't got no scripts. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no scripts. Nobody ain't saying, well,
yeah, this is your part.
This is your part. You got to play. You got to play your part. Your part is the real. You know, I don't want you to fake for me. I ain't going to fake for you, bro. I ain't faking for nobody. People say, like, oh, he got accent. I've been living in America my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on my hip hop. I love this. I speak to my people every day. You know, so this is me. You can't change me. I ain't trying to change you.
Definitely.
But real is real, bro. Be real. That's the only thing you got to do is be real. You be real with your homies, Dread. You good. You ain't got to be fake with your homies.
Right. So let this one play. I like this second verse.
Young Swag.
Young Swag.
Big up Young Swag one time, my boy DVH.
I think people, let me just let his verse play a little bit so you can catch that.
Times come, you go see what down for you. So I roll with my Glock, cause he always tough for me. I'ma bust a couple shots if a hater run up on me. DVH till I die, I'll forever chase my dream. I still got love for my haters and backstabbers. Why they wanna see me dead?
I'm just trying to make some bread.
Everybody turn their backs on me. Even the ones I call family.
Yeah, man.
My nigga ain't no
love lost. And I don't hold grudges.
Yeah, speak about that. Okay, let me bring it to a deeper level on a conscious level.
Let's go.
So what we're talking about here is trust. We also talking about what it means to be what friendship really is, and understanding that you are on a higher level of consciousness. Consciousness being awareness, and we have a lower vibratory self and a high vibratory self. No one chooses the circumstances in which they are born in, and it doesn't matter what your financial statement is, doesn't matter what family you come from. We all can relate to statements where, you know, people turn their backs on you know, people who they consider to be friends or family or loyalty. That in itself can bring a serious level of depression. There are a lot of people who I know on the lower echelons of society who may not have a platform to speak on, who may not be able to articulate their thoughts the way that I'm able to do it, but they all feel the same thing. You don't need a PhD or a degree to feel pain.
Nah.
You don't need a degree to feel depression. However, you need a degree or PhD to be qualified to talk about it. That's the irony of life.
Yeah.
But we all go through the pain, so I can definitely vibe to that song. So my question to you now is, how do you keep yourself motivated when you're reaching situations like that, when you're reaching the lower levels, where you feel like your energy is low, or your homies around you feel a little bit low? How do you help elevate that energy? How do you keep yourself motivated to go forward?
Wow. I'm a ganja head, Jay, you know, so
Talk about it.
When I feel like I roll it, you know what I'm saying? I keep myself blazed, because like I feel like that's what keep me, you know, like, you know, to keep my, and I'm not a person, I used to be a person that was always outside. Right now I'm more inside, you know what I'm saying? I'm more chilling. I smoke my, you know, and just chill. Meds on a whole different vibe. If I feel like I'm down, I smoke a joint, cook some food. I like to cook. You know what I'm saying? I like to do them kind of things there. I like to cook. I like to do different things. I like to do gardening and them kind of things. So when I feel that kind of vibes, I do something, man. You know, I don't let depression and them kind of. I feel like myself and like depression and them kind of things. I feel I don't know how if everybody feel the way I feel, but I feel like we born black. And we born in a kind of struggle, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like depression is like normal because we go through these, we have to go through a lot more than the people that have, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like depression is how you handle that, man. You got to know how to stand up. If you can, yo, man, I live in America for all my life, bro, and I'm here. Right. You already know the situation and whatever I done been through, you know, but I'm still here standing up. Ain't nothing gonna never make me lay down, bro. Only thing that can make me lay down is sickness or death. I'm gonna always go hard because I got to stand up. I face these things, man. When I first got here, I used to sit on my porch and cry, bro.
That's deep, bro. Yeah. So, okay, in terms of like the cannabis aspect of it, we had Dr. Amario Kazumi on there. We had a few other people on there, and of course, we all know the cannabinoids. And we have our endocannabinoid system in our body, kind of like how we have a respiratory system. Mm-hmm. And it is a scientific fact that when you do in itself ingest cannabis, be it through vapor, smoking, food, however, it does emit certain chemical reactions in your body that releases dopamine, releases certain chemicals that allows your mind to be more clear and at a state of mind. So that's why I'm happy that you stated what you stated. It's not that a lot of the youth just on the side of the road smoking weed because it's a fun thing to do. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, you know, people go for certain things, and it's the best way to keep their mind calm and how to act. So it's very important that people recognize that aspect of it, as well as you saying what you just said. Like Bob Marley said, you know, you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only option that you have. Mm-hmm. You know, so it takes a real strong person to be vulnerable. And I guess that's why the energy comes off so strong, because, you know, it takes a lot of strength to understand your vulnerability. So I can salute to that, King, you know, in terms of that level of meditation that you're on. Yeah. For real. So usually around this time, it's 8:32. I usually take a few, about 2 to 3 minutes. I play some music, catch a vibe, and then I do a 30-second breathing meditation session. Allow my guests to catch a break off the camera, and I'm just going to let some music play, and then after we catch a meditation.
Nice.
Yeah, so this one is an instrumental, goes by the name of Resilience. Of course, the genre is hip hop tonight because we have our guest Fuego DeNero, a Dominican king, you know, from the south side of Dominica, an artist and entrepreneur, youth advocate, coach, just name it. A lot of conscious vibes, and of course, I appreciate the meditation that we're having here tonight. Of course, based on our previous conversations that we've had, we all know that music in itself resonates at a particular frequency. Life in itself operates at a particular frequency. I'm definitely loving this one here. It's a local instrumental, local rhythm. Fuego, if you can remind me of who's the guy behind
DJ Flip.
DJ Flip, big up DJ Flip one time with this one. This one just goes heavy.
I'm a Southside gorilla, I'm in your face, smiling at me, you better look at your face. Boy, I'm a Southside gorilla, I'm in your face.
You funny can drop something on it tonight.
Stop playing.
You know, I'll go on it. I love freestyle, yeah?
I'm a Southside gorilla, I'm in your face, smashing on these fools and ready to catch a case. Hey, and I ain't playing with you, Nick. And every time you see me, I'm ready to pull up and stop. We on the DBS, and I ain't trying to have you with no stress. Chill. What you trying to do? I'm trying to do my thing, and everybody know I'm trying to sing. Stop it. BFF, breakfast fat. Might see me, you might not, and not. Stop playing.
Now I mean, we blessed. Time 8:54 p.m. You check.
Yes,
Wait, Fuego DeNero. We really bless up. All praises due to the Most High. They call me Professor. Ain't no stressor. Doesn't matter whether Could be
Yes,
dry
aye.
or the weather. Smoking on Cohiba. Chilling with my nigga.
Aye.
From River Street to South Side. Outside of the inside. 1 time. 2 time. Yeah, man.
Nobody can do it better. Yeah.
Yeah, for real, for real. You can catch us outside doing some, explicit freestyles, but just for the sake of the musical
We gotta
content.
hold it down. DBS, the nation station. Big up DBS for having me in their place. Big up the professor for having me here. Yo, thank you very much. I love this. Anytime you need somebody, just hit me up because, I like to articulate. I like to conversate. I like to, yeah.
Of course, and I'm sure the ladies have, of course, feeling you as well.
Stop playing, you'll get me in trouble.
Speaking of which, we're gonna play this one, which is one of your latest ones here. She on Go. Shout out to the women one time. All the
We'll drop that on Wednesday.
Okay. One time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Shawty got that money now. She could buy that Gucci, she could buy that Louis, yeah. All she do is wrestle around on that booty, yeah. And she ain't never with the drama. She only focus on the comma. Shawty got that money now. She put 150 on her rollie buzzed out. She hit the field on all the goals just like a touchdown. And she ain't never with the drama. She too focused on the commas, yeah.
Shorty a baddie, she like a lot of money. Might see her in the streets and say Shorty be acting funny. But that's that confidence, you fuck with a rich paper chaser. Lil' mama on some money. Addicted to the finer things, she like them diamond rings. And she a hustler,
Ain't gotta let that shame on no on some. You know, Shorty, she don't go.
Shawty got that money now. She could
Yo, that little youth, Akil, big up Akil again, man. He sounds like Chris Brown. People thought it was a girl. Everybody that hears the song thinks it's a girl, but it's a dude. He's Akil from Uploader. He does the adventure kind of jump in the water, all that kind of stuff up there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's big him up one time. He's a very big artist. He's a good artist. He need that shine too, man. We got a lot of good artists, Dominica, yo. We got a lot of good artists.
Well, we're sounding the call tonight. It doesn't matter what the music genre is. Of course, the doors are always open. Streams of consciousness. We're trying to promote that. So shout out to Akil. Shout out to Young Swag. Shout out to Ras. What's his
Ras
name?
D.
Ras D. Everybody who's on that wavelength, who's looking for that airplay, who's looking for that space where they can just be themselves and not have to work.
The youth does a lot of work. Big up the youth. That's my boy. I came up front. The youth steady hitting them, but you know how it go.
Yeah, well, the door's always open. Of course, you can be the connect, and we'll let it happen.
I'll make them things happen.
All right. So now, for the next 30 seconds, I'm going to do a meditation session just to give the Creator thanks and praise.
Yeah, man.
You can feel free to join along. What I usually do, I just count to 3, 1 to 3, take a deep breath in. 3 to 1, take a deep breath out. Do it one more time, and just catch a vibe, observing the breath. All right. So 1, 2, 3, deep breath in. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. Catch your vibes. And just like that, we get a Creator thanks and praise for the breath of life.
Mm-hmm.
See, we have a local call here. Good evening. You're on Streams of Consciousness.
Yes, my lord. Good evening to you and your guests. Good evening to River Nick and the whole fireman touching base. My lord, you see me? I feeling so joyful and great because white people and bring down this little country there. I know we're great. Yeah. The country don't have a problem. The people have to elevate themselves and motivate themselves.
Yes, sir.
And your brother on your side, my brother, no problem with when I need to see you too because you might not have sense. But I have a little great voice and I have some good lyrics. I can make some good songs too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So I love what you're doing, my brother. Continue quite telling you, some people trying to bring us down, even them people who bring us like a slave on the plantation, trying to bring us down, but we're making them know. Sky is limited, and we're small and we talawa. My Lord, I love you and I honor you, I respect you. I tell you, listening really tonight, what is American that day, you know? You know what I'm telling you? Not lie, my brother.
Yeah, man.
I know we can do things. We're great. That's why I tell people, we human being in that river Nika. I don't call it Dominica. We're not no Dominica. We're from
River
River Nika.
Nika.
165 rivers. We have to pick up our... We have to change that name, you know. Because these people think we're Dominica. We're not no Dominica. We have to change our name to River Nika and
River
not Dominica.
Nika.
No joke. Because we have 165 rivers. And me tell something very well out again, eh? You know, my people live 133 years in our country. My Lord, we have a great island, you know. We have a great island. It's some people don't know what to do. Let me tell you something very well. This country, we have 365 rivers. You have an agricultural island. You have a mountainous island. You have a tropical island. And which one America or England or France want to have a world like this? Get it straight. But they can't have our world there. My Lord, continue to do all you're doing, as I say again. I love what all you're doing and continue doing what you're doing, my Lord. And Cecil Joseph, manager of DBS, no problem respect for you. The best manager ever passed on DBS because DBS never have this type of things happening in our country. Don't make the pressure go up. And you're up and running, continue the program, fireman run. Can do it like fireman, give thanks for life.
Yeah, man, fireman. Big up fireman one time. Big up fireman one time.
One time. River Nika in the place.
River Nika. Yeah, man. River Nika.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So the first question I usually ask after the meditation is, if there was one area in society you'd want to see more consciousness, what area would that be? And I guess why?
The schools.
Talk to them.
Like, you know, like a lot of the, I deal with a lot of children, like not only just because of the basketball, like, you know, just as they growing up, you know, and I find like I have a partner that works in the school. He's a teacher. And he always tell me like, man, there's administration need to change in the schools and stuff because they don't really care if the children really learn or not. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. I'm not the one to say don't shoot the messenger. Right. This is what my partner telling me. And he works for the school. You know what I'm saying? He always says this. You know, big up my partner. I ain't even gonna call his name yet. Yeah. But he always tell me, yo, the administration need to change because, like, you know, they don't really. Like they would say, come and coach your basketball team, but they wouldn't want to pay you. But this is a government job. You know what I'm saying? You really going to put out your work, your time. Your time is valuable. Right. So pay me for my time. I can do it. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to see like the schools. The schools is the main thing. Like the children of the future. So why wouldn't you want the future to look good?
Right.
Let's work on the future. That's my thing.
Yeah, man. Powerfully said, man. Well said. And I've seen you in action. I see how they respond to you. I see the level of respect, and I've seen the way that you inspire people and the outcome of it. Especially, I want to say I'm one of those on the basketball court, you know, in Grand Bay when I was staying there for a little bit of time, playing those Sunday basketball.
Yeah, man.
I seen it, man. He tell me, yo, be confident. Don't worry about what the people say.
Of course.
Yeah, for real.
Come on, man. We as people. Now I ain't even gonna say black. We as people, we're supposed to show love to each other. You know what I'm saying, or help each other big up, like mentally, not only physically but mentally also, because we can break each other down. You know, we can bring each other like when we playing ball, and I'm gonna always be like ratting you, like, yo, man, you garbage. Yo, man, it might not trouble you right now, but I don't know how how you deal with it later on. You know, because everybody deal with everything different.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Indeed. Well, to let you know, we're not garbage, we're kings. But then again, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yes,
so it depends on how you perceive, you know?
Yo. River Nika, you know.
We go fireman one time. All right. So now the time is already 8:43 p.m. It's already quickly winding down.
Wow.
Time is moving quickly. So this segment of the program, I tend to go a little bit more deep, a little bit more philosophical, if that's even a word. Like my niece would say, perspection. You know, it's your perspective and your perception on things. So this is my perspection on things.
Go ahead.
In terms of the level of judgment, sometimes when you see people dress a particular way, couple gold chains, the places that they hang around, talk to me about the misconception of certain cultures, because we know there's a certain level of culture. There's an underground culture. There's certain underground rules. There's certain street rules that we have to abide by. Same way you have certain corporate rules. How would you advise people who want to be part of the street culture or the perception of the street culture, how do you encourage people to navigate through that street culture, and how do you deal with the negative perceptions of, oh, he's just a street guy, oh, he's from wherever? How do you encourage people to get out of that mindset?
It's to be in the streets or whatever, you got to have a lot of street smarts, right? Book smart ain't gonna do too much for you out there in the streets. So street smarts and common sense is basically what you gotta have to be in the streets. You know, for you to have longevity in the streets or wherever, in anything you do, you got to have a lot of common sense. You know, because you can't just go through the life just like kamikaze kind of way, just going in a plane and just dive. You can't just go through life like that. So you got to have some kind of common sense to say, well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna play kamikaze. Right. So for you to be in the streets and or anything, like I said, you got to have common sense. So,
but does your genre of music though glorify the streets, or is it just a commentary about the streets? Talk to me.
Yo, man, I'm not from the streets, but I'm from the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't hide from that. We can't hide from the streets because remember now it has levels of everything. It has poor, medium, and rich or whatever. Okay. We all see these. Even if I don't do it, somebody else is doing it. Right. We see it on TV every day. We seen it on movies. We seen it. So therefore, I'm not the one that started it. I love hip hop music. That's me. You know, and that's what I can do because my accent funny. I can't really do bouillon.
All right. So what about those who believe that, you know, in order for them to be cool or popular, they have to carry themselves a particular way or deal in a particular way? And also those of us who are, you know, in the lower echelons of society, aka the streets, who have a higher ambition, who feel like, yo, I don't need to say my accent and them kind of things there, but I want to carry myself in a particular way. Do you see there's a lot of stigmatization of persons who want to elevate themselves? How do you then encourage people, or what words would you have to tell people who want to go to a higher level of social echelon, or I think in sociology they will call it social mobility, or higher levels of social growth?
Wow, you got to go work towards it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. And be yourself and go at the goal that you want, man. Like, if you don't want to be in the streets, that ain't for everybody. Streets ain't for everybody. So people have to do different things. And if you feel like you want to be the best reporter, or you want to be a minister, you want to be something, you got to work towards it. And that's the only thing you can do, is work towards what you want to do. You know what I mean? Set your goals and go towards them goals. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no other way. There's no other way to do that. You must set goals and go towards them goals to make whatever you want to do happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts. So there you have it, you know. And I like the fact that your underlining as well as your overlining tone is putting in the work.
You got to put in the work.
You know, so what is your work ethic like? How do you approach work? Is it something that you love to do? Is it sometimes you wake up like, I don't want to do the work, but I need to? What is your approach to work like?
Yo, it have a thing my mom used to say. Big up my mom's one time. Yeah. I owe, so off to work I go. And that's how I take it every day, bro. And it's not like I'm owing nothing, but that's she instilled that in my head. So that's my thing. I get up like every day at 4:00 in the morning. Wow. I can't sleep past that, right? And I start my day from 4:00 in the morning, and let's go. I got things doing, you know, and blah 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 blah. But that's my aspect is I owe, so off to work I go, and that's it.
Wow. But 4 a.m. that's that millionaire mindset, you know.
Yeah, man. Rich people that's sleeping, bro. We take naps. Yeah, I mean, when you're trying to get it, we take naps. Rich people can sleep. We can't sleep yet, man. When you sleep, you're dead, bro. Them people that sleeping is people that got it, and we ain't got it yet.
Talk to me.
Southside Gorilla. I mean the cut.
Yo, so there you had. The time is now 8:49 p.m. We have 5 more minutes left in the program. We have Fuego DeNero here, Dominican King from the South Side. We spoke on the importance of looking at life through non-judgmental eyes, street smarts, book smarts. We also spoke a bit about his musical journey, some of the work that he's doing, some of the new songs that you have releasing. Let's get into how people can get in contact with you, some of the projects that you have been working on, and I guess your some of the things that you want people to be left with here after this program.
If you want to get in contact with me, Fuego DeNero on Instagram, Facebook, Fuego DeNero everywhere. That's just on everything. It's Fuego DeNero. If you want to get in contact with me, you hit me up through my social media. My YouTube page is Fuego DeNero. Same speed, you know. Everything is Fuego. Yeah. I got a couple projects working on. I got this DJ Flip. I got a song I did with me, the Wizard, and Kitana. I got this, me and Akil, and then I got a couple projects just me alone. But I'm trying to put out an EP, you know, for the last quarter, so it's coming. You know, I'm gonna drop this single this Wednesday. I'm gonna drop this She On Go this Wednesday, and something else supposed to drop very soon, because you know I've been kind of too laid back. So it's my time. I'm coming back now.
Nice. In terms of your studio, do you have your personal studio? Do you do collaborations with other people? What is your working style like?
Wizard lives across the street from me, so I can actually walk out of my house and just go straight in his house. So I don't got no problem with studio and stuff like that. We good, you know. And he has the studios in his house, so we work.
Nice.
Yeah.
Keyword being work. All right, well, Fuego, it's been an absolute pleasure here. We have about 4 minutes left in the program. Just let people know one last thing you want them to resonate with as we close off this program here.
Yo, it's Fuego DeNero, and I just want everybody to just be yourself and keep uprising these youths. Maggie, he does a big job of trying to uprise help these kids, man. Yo, keep uprising these kids, and the kids are the future. And yo, man, we got to show a lot more love in the place, man. We ain't got the love is really like down, man. Too much segregation. Like, we got a segregation problem, you know, and we need to bring back the love, bro. Yeah, we need to bring back the love, and Fuego DeNero in the building, baby.
One time.
Even when you came around, ain't wanna see me shine.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you, DBS. Thank you, Professor. Yo, man, I appreciate this very much. You know, if you need me, hit me up.
Yeah, man.
I'm always willing to come through and, you know, have a little open mind conversation, you know, open-minded conversation.
Definitely.
Yeah. They didn't calling me the best. I put you through the test. I put you on the rest. If you want to stress, stop. I smoke a lot of cess. My head bad. I think about the life I never had. And now you thinking that you're the top and I'm the... Stop playing with me.